Today, we pause to mark the 91st birthday of P.J. Patterson. P.J. Patterson is 91 years old today. Mr. Patterson is a man whose name is etched deeply into the modern political and psychological landscape of Jamaica. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, PJ. I don't know why I'm sweating. But you know, reflection is rarely simple. And history is not a hymn. It is a mirror. I on fire. If you should, maybe I should ask Harry if he should write. Well, let's not go there. Let's just leave this as it is here. P.J. Patterson rose from political exile after the turbulence of the Shellwaiver scandal. And at the time, he declared with almost prophetic certainty, I shall return. And return he did. Return he did. Becoming Jamaica's longest serving prime minister up to this point. Mr. Patterson styled himself as renewal, fresh prince. And he came at a time when the nation was wrestling with its old ghost. Oh boy, I tell you the truth. You're going to be blacklisted. And in that moment, politics became something deeper than policy. It became identity. Because it was not just a struggle for power. It was a struggle for meaning. Edward Seaga was leader of the opposition. And Patterson did something very untoward. So Patterson tapped into something ancient. The unfinished business of colonial memory. Patterson tapped into the lingering wounds of race. The quiet tension between who we were and who we hoped to be. And you know, today, shockingly, Patterson's party is being led by a white man. You know, oh, what a tangled web we weave when we set out to deceive. But here lies the question. When leadership speaks to our pain, does it heal or does it harvest? Mr. Patterson promised transformation, but promises like seed must meet soil, and governance is the rain. What did that rain produce as we reflect on Mr. Patterson's legacy? Not tonight, but it is important that Jamaica writes Mr. Patterson's eulogy before he passes. What is PJ's legacy? Mr. Patterson promised much, but what did he produce? Under Patterson, violence climbed like an unchecked vine. You ever see wild pumpkin a run? Under Patterson, the debt grew heavier than hope. And institutions meant to be pillars of the democracy bent under the weight of corruption. We saw the birth of the Financial Sector Adjustment Company, a mechanism to many felt like rescue and more like, felt less like rescue and more like redistribution, upward, shifting of burden from the powerful to the powerless. The greatest transfer of resources from the poor to the rich that occurred in the country since slavery was abolished. And so we must ask on this 91st birthday of Mr. Patterson, what is leadership, if not stewardship of the soul of a nation? PJ stood up in halfway tree as a final political act and endorsed Portia Simpson Miller as, quote, the only hope for the PNP retaining power. That's what Mr. Patterson said. That was not just succession. Mr. Patterson was confessing that the party led by him was done. Mr. Patterson, in that admission, narrowed the vision at a moment that demanded expansion. And when the electorate eventually turned away, it was not merely rejecting a party. It was responding to a feeling that promises had matured into disappointment, that vision had given way to survival. And so the People's National Party, once seen as a vessel of aspiration, has since struggled, losing election after election, not only because of strategy of leadership, but because of residue. Mr. Patterson, at 91, what is the legacy? We shall return to that, but not tonight. I just wanted tonight to pause to say to Jamaica, PJ is 91. How old are you?